All right, so the first cheat that we're going to be taking a look at is Undetek. Now, that's a tiny menu. So yeah, it's a tiny little menu. It is free. It's external, I'm pretty sure. Somebody can correct me in the comment section down below if it's not. Very, very simple cheat. You don't even control the menu with your cursor. You actually control it with your arrow keys, which is interesting to say the least. But yeah, let's go through and show all of the settings for this. So we can turn aimbot on by either hitting the left arrow key or the right arrow key. And then you can set the key for the aimbot by just pressing your right arrow key and then pressing whatever key you want it to be. Most people do left click, so I'm going to do left click, and you can see it says key 1 now. That just means it's on left click. And to show you guys that it is working, let's put the smoothness all the way down and let's just kind of see it is working. It's a little buggy when it's on 1, as you can see, but it's definitely snapping. Now you can't set the FOV. I'm actually not certain how far the FOV goes out. Let's kind of do a little testing here. Yeah, it looks like it's like right around there. I don't know how many degrees that is. Somebody can probably figure that out, but it's a decent amount. So if you are going to use low smoothing, just make sure it's not 1, unless you're going for that. If you're going for that, then go for it. But the smoothing goes all the way up to 100. So 100 smoothing is going to be the slowest movement to the body, and smoothing 1 will be the quickest. I'd recommend keeping it probably like 60 to 70. Probably would look the most legit. Next up, we have trigger bot. The trigger bot on the cheat is actually kind of decent. It's all right. You're gonna have to set a key for this one as well, just like you did before. It's just right arrow and then press the key. I have it to mouse 5. So if we go over holding mouse 5, you can see there's some trigger bot there. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst trigger bot of all time. It's not great though. I will say it's not great, especially from distance. But if you get nice and close, it pretty much hits almost every single time. Okay, maybe not every single time. And then moving down, we're gonna go past spotted. We're gonna come back to that. Moving down to ESP, we'll turn it on. It just turns on pretty much every single ESP setting. So you can see we've got the name at the bottom, a little health bar, a little box, and that's it. That's all of the ESP. And if we set spotted on and we come over here and we do this, you can see that the box turns green. If they're behind the wall, it's blue. And I think the aimbot also deactivates if you can't see them. And last but not least, we have beef mode. So beef mode was added a while ago. Actually, probably the last time I used Undetek was when they added beef mode. And it literally is a feature that just puts my face on the T's and Tabsware's face on the CTs. You'll probably see some of that in the gameplay in the background. Anyways, but yeah, that's Undetek. That's pretty much it. There's nothing really else going on here. Let's move over to the next cheat. All right, here we are with the next cheat. And you might be saying, well, there's no menu. Where is the cheat? It's actually right here. I don't actually know how Osiris did this. I'm gonna be honest with you. They somehow put the cheat in the actual panorama HUD. I have no idea, but we're gonna go through it. I've actually never seen a cheat do this before. I can think of one from like 5 years ago. I can't even remember the name of it. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments down below. This is a pretty interesting and unique idea for a menu. I do actually like this. It doesn't necessarily help you at all because you have to pause the game in order to config, and I don't even know if configs save, and honestly I'm not going to look into it, but it is unique, it's interesting, and we're going to go through it right now. So they have the HUD section. This just shows the countdown and the site, and then this shows the diffuse countdown, and it actually is really well done. It basically just overhauls the timer at the top of the screen. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. It's unique. I like it. Preserve my kill feed. We all know what that does. It just makes it so that the kill feed in the top right doesn't go away after a certain amount of time. And then we have the post-round timer, which is the exact same thing as the bottom timer, except it shows how long there is in between rounds. Now, if we head on to visuals, we can turn on master switch. We can do enemies or all players. We're just going to keep enemies for this one. You can show player position arrows, which is just these arrows right here. Honestly, I don't really love that. I'd rather have box ESP. I see what they were going for. It's unique. It's different. It helps show, I guess, where the enemy is standing, but other than that, there's not much use, and a box ESP would do that anyways. So I don't know about that feature. I don't know if I love it. You can also change the arrow color based on team color or player and team color. Over here, you can show the player's health. That's the little health bar right here. It's right below the arrow, and you can make it health based or make it white. Health based just means if they are lower health, it's going to get closer and closer to red. And then white literally just shows white. It just is not color changing at all. In player weapon, they have the ability to show the active weapon icon and the active weapon ammo. So that's this icon right here. And then the ammo will be, I think, right below it, if not above it. And then on icons, you can show the defuse icon, show picking up hostage icon, show rescuing hostage icon, show blinded by flashbang icon, and finally show bomb carrier icon. Now, if we go over to outline glow, this is as much as you're going to get for visuals on the player itself. They don't have chams or anything like that right now. And I don't know if they have plans to add it in the future. I'm going to assume they do, but for now it's just glow. Again, you can select what players glow. I'm just going to keep it on enemy. And then you can select the glow color, player, team color, or health based. And again, health based, just if they're lower, it gets closer to red. And then team color just keeps it the team color. So it's going to be blue for CTs, orange for Ts. You can also turn on glow for nearby weapons on the ground and grenades. So this is what that looks like. Just has this nice white glow effect on it. You can also have glow on the bomb, glow on the ticking bomb, and glow on diffuse kits nearby on the ground. I believe the drop bomb will be white, the ticking bomb is going to be red, and the diffuse kits are going to be blue. And then you can also turn on glow on hostages. Moving over to sound, we have visualize players footsteps sound. If you turn this on and a player is moving around, you can see it with me. You're able to see the footsteps on the ground and they'll follow them around. And then you can also visualize the bomb plant sound, visualize the bomb beep sound, visualize the bomb diffuse sound. And then for weapon sound visualization, they have visualize weapon scope sound and visualize weapon reload sound. So yeah, that is it for Osiris. Right now it's pretty bare bones. It works if you want to use it. It doesn't have any aimbot, which is a bit of a downside, but honestly, as long as you have decent mechanics, you can use this and be completely fine. And honestly, I just really like how different it is. Although I'm not a huge fan of this ESP style, I do like that the menu is in the HUD. I think that's pretty impressive, or at least interesting. I don't know how hard it actually is to do, but it's interesting. So yeah, I hope that Osiris adds more things in the future. I haven't seen too many people online talking about Osiris, so thought I'd bring it up in this video. All right, let's move on to the next one. And last but not least, definitely not least, we have Enigma. So Enigma has a lot of features. I'm not going to be going through all of them right now because I do want to keep this video a little shorter, but this is Enigma. It has almost everything you'd want in a cheat, and it's free, which is great. It has the legit bot with P silent and auto wall if you're interested in a little bit of semi-rage action. I'm not too sure how good it's gonna be because it is a free legit cheat technically, but it does have the option and it does work. It also has weapon groups, which I like. I wish there were more hitboxes than just these three, and also probably put head above body. Overall, the legit bot isn't bad. I'll put on some gameplay in the background here so you guys can see it. For visuals, they have a ton of stuff. This is what I mean by I'm not going to be going through this entire cheat because it would take forever, but you guys can see what they have here. Pretty much everything that you'd want. They have ESP on weapons, ESP on the bomb. They have view model changes, so you can change the view model. You can change weapon chams and arm chams if you want. And then they also have removals and effects like night mode. They have smoke color. They have a bunch of different stuff here. In MISC, they have keybinds list. So this is a keybinds list that pops up and you can drag it around wherever you'd like. They have auto accept, identify money. They have a ton of different stuff. They have hit sounds. Here, I'll actually show you all the hit sounds individually. That's knock. This one is weasel. This one is called effort. And this one is called taunt. And then they also have a buy bot here in case you are semi-raging. They do have a config tab, which the other cheats did not. This is pretty useful. I do have my own config. I can load it right now. Check it out. Look at these cool visuals. And then they also have a skin changer, which is pretty nice. The other cheats didn't have a skin changer. This one does. So overall, I mean, pretty good, solid cheat, honestly, for free. It's actually not half bad. But yeah, those are 3 free cheats that I think you guys should be checking out in 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any other free cheats that you want me to check out, feel free to leave a comment down below and hopefully I'll get to checking them out at some point. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys next time.